Russia is claiming fresh gains in Ukraine, saying its Fab 500 bombs struck military positions while missiles, artillery and drones hit 141 targets. Moscow also claims it downed 500 Ukrainian drones and intercepted a HIMARS rocket, even as fighting intensifies across multiple fronts. Here's the ground report.
Russia says its Fab 500 aerial bombs are devastating Ukrainian military infrastructure. The Russian Defense Ministry released footage showing strikes on UAV control centers and troop deployment sites in the Dnipropetrovsk and Kherson regions, as Moscow claims operations are expanding across multiple sectors of the front. According to the ministry, the Seva group inflicted more than 210 Ukrainian casualties in the Sumy and Kharkiv regions, while the Zapad group claimed over 190 troop losses and the destruction of a US-made M777 howitzer and AN-TPQ-50 counter-battery radar. The Yuzhnaya group reported another 120 Ukrainian casualties, along with tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery systems. Russia's Center Group claimed more than 310 Ukrainian troop losses after striking mechanized, airborne, marine, and National Guard formations in the Donetsk region. Meanwhile, the Vostok Group reported the heaviest losses, claiming over 450 Ukrainian troops were killed or wounded during operations in the Zaporizhzhia and Dnipropetrovsk regions. The Dnieper Group said up to 40 troops and 16 vehicles were destroyed. Beyond the battlefield, Moscow said its operational tactical aviation, missile forces, artillery and attack drones struck fuel depots, patrol boats, power facilities, port infrastructure, drone launch areas, and temporary deployment sites of Ukrainian troops and foreign fighters in 141 separate locations. Russia also reported a massive air defense operation, claiming it intercepted 11 guided aerial bombs, 1 HIMARS rocket, and 500 fixed-wing drones in a single reporting period. Moscow further claims that since the start of the war, Ukrainian forces have lost 671 aircraft, 284 helicopters, more than 157,800 drones, nearly 29,700 tanks and armored vehicles, and over 35,200 artillery systems. These claims could not be independently verified.
Xi Jinping's visit to Pyongyang may be about more than friendship. As Kim Jong Un deepens ties with Vladimir Putin and Russia, Beijing is growing concerned about losing influence over its closest strategic partner. Is China's grip on North Korea slipping? Here's a report.
China and North Korea call their bond forged in blood, but right now it is more like forged in suspicion. Xi Jinping just landed in Pyongyang, his first visit in 7 years. And this is not a friendship tour. This is Beijing showing up because it is losing its grip. Here is what is keeping Xi up at night. While China was keeping North Korea at arm's length, skipping anniversaries, going silent on diplomacy, Kim Jong Un found a new best friend, Vladimir Putin. North Korea signed a mutual defense pact with Russia. Kim sent troops to fight in Ukraine. Around 2,300 of them died. He has been shipping ammunition to Moscow in exchange for oil and cash. And Putin flew to Pyongyang first. China watched all of this and realized, we are being cut out. Beijing has only one formal defense treaty in the entire world. It is with North Korea, and right now Russia is the one actually using that relationship. So Xi isn't here because he likes Kim. He is here because a confident Russia-backed Kim is a Kim that doesn't need China anymore. And a North Korea that doesn't need China, that destroys decades of strategic leverage in one of the most volatile corners of the planet. Beijing wants North Korea as a buffer, keeping US troops off its border. But it doesn't want North Korea making moves that drag the whole region into crisis. That is the impossible position China is stuck in. Push back on Kim's nuclear program. Kim runs further into Putin's army. Stay silent. The US, Japan, and South Korea build stronger military alliances in response. So China is doing what it always does, playing both sides, saying nothing too loud and showing up in person to remind Kim who his oldest patron is. And Kim, he is not stupid. Kim knows if the Ukraine war ends, Russia won't need North Korean soldiers or shells anymore. And unlike Putin, increasingly isolated, Xi is out there shaking hands with world leaders. China is the one with global clout. Kim needs to hedge his bets. He can't afford to be left propped up by a weakening Russia with no backup. So he will welcome Xi warmly, take whatever aid and investment is on the table. China's exports to the north hit $2.3 billion last year, the highest in 6 years, and then go right back to doing exactly what he wants. Neither side trusts the other. Neither side can afford to walk away. That is not friendship. That is mutual hostage-taking dressed up in the language of brotherhood. And that is the relationship that could shape the next major crisis in Asia.
And that's all we could pack for you in a briefing room. Thank you very much for watching us. Good night. Take care.